You won't believe how we transformed this porch with a totally doable DIY back porch makeover in 24 hours. The best part is you can do it too. Welcome to the Flipper's Guide. I'm Autumn, and I love showing you totally doable DIYs, so stick around as we create a home you love. We recently moved into this home, and I felt like the priority was inside the house, but I quickly felt spring approaching and wanted an outdoor space to love. If you've moved before, you know that it is hectic, so I pretty much told the moving guys just to throw everything in the backyard, and that's how it's been all winter. Now, I'm so excited to give this backyard a makeover like never before. My first plan is to just clear everything off the porch and get an idea of what it will look like without all of the junk that has been on there. If you can see this, most of that pile is bugs. It was really, really gross. So I decided to start fresh, clear everything off, and try not to be too grossed out as I cleaned about 1,000 June bugs off of this front porch. As I started cleaning, I was making a plan of what I wanted to do with the porch. I knew that this flooring would not work. I also knew that I wanted it to be a space for my kids to be able to go outside and have a place to hang out with their friends. So one of the first steps was to do a quick paint job of the patio cover. It wasn't horrible, but just brightening it up really added a lot to the patio. Next, we knew we wanted to change the flooring, and Select Surfaces had the perfect product for us. We looked around and found these tiles that can be used on decks, patios, balconies, or walkways. They are awesome, but before installing, we checked out the installation guide, which was available online, and then they also had installation instructions in the box as well. Because we don't own our home, this is the perfect alternative to a wood deck or anything that would be permanent. And especially because I love totally doable, simple DIYs, I love these because they use an interlocking system. My husband was very excited. These deck tiles can be installed either horizontally or in a pattern. So we had to decide what we wanted to do, and eventually we came to the decision that we wanted them in the pattern because it just looked really neat in the space that we have. At first, it took a little getting used to trying to figure out, okay, this one needs to go left, this one needs to go right, but in all honesty, these are like putting together Legos. It is so simple. They literally click together and they are done. It is so easy. Another area that is a big concern is that we live in a very, very humid area, and I was worried that these would maybe warp or they would get moldy, but they are weather resistant, and that is so exciting. Did you see how I messed that up there? Thank goodness I figured it out and changed it. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, I would love for you to be here. We do so many fun flips and DIYs, and I love making it totally doable for you. So many projects that I do take multiple days, sometimes weeks, and this one was literally a snap. It was done within 2 hours or less for us to put all of these tiles up. The only thing that took a little bit longer is that we ended up moving the fridge back up onto the patio and trying to figure out how to do that. And my dog made it take a little bit longer as well. Before we got these deck tiles, I wanted to make sure that they were going to be low maintenance and really durable because we have not only 3 dogs, but a cat and 3 teenagers. And my husband is actually just as bad about messing up things as well. So I was excited that these were going to last a long time. The really cool part is that if we ever do move, we can literally just unsnap these and take them with us. There are a few areas where I needed to add a smaller piece, and you can take a circular saw, cut a small piece, and add them to the edges in order to fill any spaces that aren't quite exact. Can you believe how beautiful that looks? What a difference from the before, but we are not done. I have another idea. Let's transform the wall and make it beautiful. Like I told you, I have 3 teenagers, and this wall is going to be selfie worthy. I know they are going to be taking all sorts of photos in front of this wall. These artificial hedges by Select Surfaces are so cool. I was so pumped when I pulled them out. What's cool is that you can make any space greener. I have a black thumb. I literally kill every plant I have, and so this will add some gorgeous green to our patio. I first tested out the lights to make sure everything was working before we put it up, and then we started connecting the interconnecting panels. It is so easy to put these together. My husband and I actually were having so much fun. I was a little bit worried at first because where we live, it rains all the time. And just like I said, we have a ton of humidity, but these are all weather rated and they have indoor or outdoor use. So you don't have to worry about that. There are different ways that you can connect them, and you can unplug and connect them to each other. What's also nice is that not only are they weather resistant to the rain, okay, don't laugh at how short I am compared to my husband, but they are weather resistant to the sun. So they are UVA and UVB resistant, so they're not going to easily fade. And our summers here in Texas are very hot, and it can take a toll on your outdoor patio. As you can see, these hedges also connect in small areas so that there are not spaces showing. I was a little bit worried whenever we first pulled them out that there would be white showing behind the hedging, and it covered beautifully. So if you wanted to get these for adding privacy, you can hide fences or paneling, that kind of thing, and you can also add light to your patio, just like that. I'm so in love. And apparently my puppy is too. So we have made it to my favorite time of every DIY video, the before and after. Here's the before of my rundown patio. And here is the after. All of this was done within 24 hours. Can you believe that? I am so glad that I don't have the rough looking back porch that I did, and I have a fun space to be able to spend time with my family and my husband and all of our friends that may want to come over. We have a fun space that is exciting to hang out at. And if you know any teenagers, they are difficult to impress, and they were very excited and very impressed with this makeover, so that's a mom win in my book. If you want any information about any of the products that I have talked about today, be sure and check the description. They are awesome. I only share things that I love, and I would love to answer any questions you have in the comments. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, and remember that you've got this. I can't wait to hear all about your DIYs in the comments, and please be sure to ask me any questions that you have. As always, thank you so much for being here with the Furniture Flippers Guide.